Let me ask you this. Uh, it looks like you don't really, I don't want to say you don't care about rap, but it looks like you don't take it as serious no more.
I mean, I just been focusing on real estate. You get what I'm saying? It's like it was hard to do both. Again, I always had my own studio. So in the time of me building the house, I ain't had no studio. And I really ain't comfortable about going to studios and shit like that. I'm really like an introverted type person. It's not like that I like to, that I ain't really cool with people, but I enjoy being alone. You know what I'm saying? Just me and my homie at the crib. So it feels so natural, Because I be telling stories and shit. You gotta like, even with you, I'm comfortable with you, so I could let you off on like that story from my childhood. You get what I'm saying? And I had a lot of interviews and nobody heard that. But if I feel like I fuck with you, then that shit come out. I can't be around an engineer I don't know rapping about some deep ass shit in my life. Right. Because it ain't fabricated. You know what I mean?
Now, and I'm not telling you to stop rapping, but I know you will be a damn good CEO for a rap label.
Yeah.
I feel like you have the lifestyle, the experience. You went through what a lot of these different artists they're going through today. You're a coach. I feel like if you was to, and like I said, I'm not telling you to stop rapping, because I feel like you still have a pocket. I'm looking at the payrolls and the Larry Junes and the people who don't have to rap about violence. They still have a pocket to rap.
Yeah.
But I really feel like you could put on for the Bay Area in a different way if you just become a coach.
I mean, that's what I always wanted to do. My homie Elzy, who was on Be Cool, my plan was only to get our foot in the door because he rapped. You know what I'm saying? And he was the ones that made the beats. He the ones that recorded us. So our plan was, hey, look, I'm going to put the bread up. I'm going to, start the Cookie Money was never just my name. It was the label. You get what I'm saying? It was Cookie Money, the label. So I just wanted to get him to the point where he started rapping and, and I could kind of play the backfield, but he, it kind of like the story. I don't know what rapper said that, like Young Jeezy. And he said all his homies went to jail, and then he was like, fuck it, what I'm gonna do with all this equipment and all of this, you know what I mean? And shit. So I just started taking the rap game as the streets, the Bay Area, we got the Master P game. We can be rich, without having to be popular. And I like that a lot more because I'm not a prison to having to go to parties, having to shake niggas' hands, having to say what up, bro, and do all of that shit. You know what I mean? Like when I first started rapping, we were selling hard copies and I had got a buzz. My first song went up. So I was selling my CDs by the boxes before streaming. You get what I'm saying? So I was just looking at that as money. I never looked at it as I was chasing fame. You get what I'm saying? I'm cool with, whatever I deserve.
I fuck with Oakland. I fuck with the Bay Area. And that's something that I'm open to, man. If you ever just want to become a coach and if you find an artist that you like, man, we could definitely, come together on some shit. That's really what I'm on right now. It's a lot of money in music.
My vision of and people they admit it, can you kind of seen a lot of little artists start talking, not little artists, no disrespect, but younger artists. They've been saying the hyphy movement is dead, this and that, and I never wanted to, again, even with Oakland, I didn't want to come out as people think to all Oakland artists. I didn't want to come out like I'm shitting on y'all. I traveled around the world very young. I was forced to go and I've been in New York young. I've been down south young. I've been in Detroit 10 years ago, you know what I mean, before this wave. And I felt the love that they gave me, that I didn't look like they typical Bay Area artists or somebody from Bay Area, the way I dressed, the way I talk, my slang. So I'm like, oh, so y'all must don't really know about guys like us in the Bay. Mm-hmm. So I felt like, let me stunt real hard to show the rest of the world that, hey, we got dope boys in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? I probably am the only dope boy that really, was rapping and doing what he did to that level. You get what I'm saying? I didn't have a record out at a certain level that most rappers was at rapping with no record out. You feel what I'm saying? So I love the dope boy, the Jay-Z's, the Gucci Mans, the Young Jeezys, and I was watching them DVDs coming up, and I admired how this dude is rapping that shit. He from Atlanta, and then kids can actually see the blue Lambo that he talking about in the song. He really living that life. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like, up until I start rapping, I ain't not try to toot my own horn, that they got to see that. You know what I mean? They got to see me take my hood in the clubs and pop bottles like Meech and them with the cars lined up if they actually wanted. And that was just literally from my city. You feel what I'm saying? I wanted to show them that for my generation as well. I know we got older dudes, I know the history, but as for my generation, that's what I wanted to be.